Okay, so we got cut off there. So let's get back up here rolling. Let's see if we can get them back on here. If not, did he watch class the other day? Yeah, you got to get him the one the other day. About I went over grace. It was a real good class. It was a real good class on grace, just showing how the Most High gives us grace. He would have really loved that. Go on there and look for it and send it to him. Let him look at that. Let him look at that one. He needs to see that one.
Well, I sure wish I could have watched it.
Yeah, it was a real good class. Yeah, on grace.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for everybody to get back. How many? I don't know how many people were on there when it went off. You didn't see?
It was 4.
No, when it first went off. It's cool. Let's see who's gonna get back on there. See if we got any more questions. If not, I'll go into my class. I'm just trying to give them the opportunity. Let me see here. Make sure you go on there for that last one. Title, change the title on it. Put it for questions. Put the question that we answered. Okay, yeah, make sure you change the thumbnail too so that it don't look the same. Alright, and we'll see. Let's see who else gets on here. And if they don't got any questions, we'll just move on. Yeah, send him that one, sis. He's gonna like that one. Yeah, he needs that for his spirit, man. Alright, we'll wait till whoever gets on here, and let's see what happens. I got this class, man. Brothers and sisters gonna like it. I see them getting back on here now. Sorry about that, y'all. Computer act up. We got knocked off. We're back and rolling though. We're gonna wait till y'all pill in here a little bit. I don't want to start class and then y'all got questions. I'm gonna give y'all another 5 minutes. If nobody has questions, I'm gonna just go into it. Alright? So let's see. Yeah, that's been his battle though. On understanding that whatever mistakes he's made, he's gotta fight. The class Wednesday it goes into all that. It will help. So yeah. Alright, y'all in there, if y'all got any questions, get them out. I'm gonna start class if nobody has any. Let me see here.
His brother says, have you heard of the I.S.B.H.P.K breakdown on Passover?
The barley breakdown? I haven't heard of that. Well, I wonder what is it about.
Well, maybe I think it's a month, so probably just the timing or something.
Wait, repeat what you said. Because I didn't hear what you said.
Have you heard of the I.S.B.H.P.K breakdown on Passover?
The Abib
Slash
barley. I'm not sure what specific point you're talking about. You gotta I'm not, because I would say, oh yeah, the Passover, but it might not be that.
Okay, there's another question, sir.
What we got?
In Matthew chapter 5 and verse 44, what does that mean with how we are to deal with the other nations?
Matthew's what?
5 and verse 44.
Let's go there.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 44.
Matthew 5 and 44.
There is not a 44. So.
Matthew 5:44.
Yeah, it's not a Matthew 5.
Repeat that question, brother. It's not
Oh, actually, no.
let me see here.
That was me.
Okay. Matthew 5:44.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you,
Mm-hmm.
do good to them that hate you,
Mm-hmm.
and pray for them which despitefully use you.
All right. Well, let's use some common sense before we touch on this. Christ is coming back. He's coming back, right?
God.
To destroy. So let's go to Isaiah 34, and I'm gonna just show you some other ways besides going directly into this question, because it's easy. But I just want to show you other things in the scriptures that you gotta look at. This is Isaiah 34 and 1. Read that.
God, come near, ye nations,
Mm-hmm.
to hear and hearken,
Mhm.
ye people.
Go ahead.
Let the earth hear,
Right.
and all that is therein,
Mm-hmm.
the world, and all things that come forth of it.
Mm-hmm.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
There's upon what?
All nations.
So his indignation is upon all nations. So indignation is wrath, anger, is upon all the nations. Right? Go ahead.
And his fury upon all their armies.
Go ahead.
He hath utterly destroyed them.
Go ahead.
He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
Go ahead.
Their slain also shall be cast out,
Right.
and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Read.
And the mountains shall be melted with their blood,
Right.
and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
Right. So so how are we is the Most High praying for them?
La.
So the Bible has to go with each other. One minute he can't tell you I'm going to stomp them, they're going to be destroyed. Oh, but y'all pray for them. Nah, these nations ain't going to be prayed for. The Most High is going to destroy them. When it says in Matthew 5:44, it's talking about Israelites. It's talking about your people.
God.
The law was given to you. All right? Watch. Just think about this. I'm giving you other ways to look at this. Right? Go to Job 9:24. Just real quick. Just other ways to think about it. Like, it can't make sense biblically.
God.
The scriptures say to be away from the wicked, to hate the wicked, to hate these things. Right?
God.
Go ahead.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Uh-huh.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So, if the earth is given in the hand of the wicked, right? Do we pray for them? They're wicked. What's the difference between a wicked and a righteous person? A wicked and a sinner.
A wicked person, they wicked from the womb.
We went over that the other day. They're wicked from the womb. The wicked go estranged from the womb. Right? But what is it though about a wicked person?
Everything about them is just evil.
Right? But what else?
They don't abide by the law.
They don't abide by the law, right? But they don't care to know it. A sinner is guilt. They're guilty. They're in their spirit. They're like, dang man, you know what? I want to do right, right? So you're praying for them. You're praying for your people. But a wicked person, they don't give a damn about your prayer. Right? They don't care about your prayer. So that blood, Yahweh Shai is in for them anyway. They don't care about the Most High. They don't care about Christ. They care about doing wickedness. See? So, no, we don't. You can't pray for them. These nations ain't wanting to bow to the laws and commandments of the Most High. They ain't wanting to do the will of the Most High. Even the ones in Christianity and the churches. Just from the basic, if you show them Christ as a dark-skinned man, a lot of them shun that. Right? What?
I had Esau come to the barbershop the other day, police officer.
Yeah.
He come in, you know, we were quiet at first, but he got a little arrogant. He said, y'all don't know about about the busing, huh? Y'all wasn't even born back then in 78. I was like, nah, I was in 81. He was like, yeah, that's when they started busting the black kids to the white school. See, I went to Eisenhower. He say they had it where they had it 70% white and 30% black. So that's when I had to say something. So I was like, oh, so y'all keep the white supremacy going, right? and I started talking about it. I say, but you're not white. I said, the shirt you got on, that's white.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you're red just like God called you. I said, did you know the so-called white man and the so-called black man, we brothers? I said, did you know that? He's like, he started, like, he turned cherry red, like, as I started talking.
Right.
And then I say, nah, but I said, I don't hate you, man. I said, God hate you.
Right.
Because he kept trying to push that God up everybody thing.
Yeah.
And no matter what scripture I showed him, like what you're saying about the wicked people, they like, man, screw that. Yeah, I hear you, but I just know the God. I said, this is God.
This is supposed to be the God, the same God we read. Yeah.
Right. And then like all the other brothers in the shop seen it, but before he came out of it, like he humbled down. But when he left to go to the ATM to come back and bring my coworker his money, he didn't even want to shake his hand. He was trying to like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, man, you ain't got no breaks, huh? You be going in. But no, that's the truth though. The truth is that Matthew 5 is talking about us, the law abiding people, the ones that live under those rules. What's up?
Now he said, already love where you're taking me. The water.
It's just it don't abide in them. You know what I mean? Everything, all this is meant for us. The kingdom of come is meant for us. And there's gonna be some. Let's get it real. We know nations are gonna survive. They're gonna live, and every nation ain't just gonna pop and be disappeared. But this salvation, and I went over this the other day, is for us. These laws and commandments is for us. In the future, after they receive their punishment, then all nations are gonna bow to the laws. You know what I mean? They're gonna get them. And yeah, you got some nations that want to do good, but they're still gonna have to receive the butt whooping that the Lord is gonna give them. And I always talk about this. I don't know if you're new listening or hearing, but think about it. How many Israelites went in captivity during the Babylonian captivity? If you go back and read your scriptures, how many prophets were during the Babylonian captivity? Hundreds of prophets. Now, let's just name the ones we know offhand. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Daniel. Now, think about it. Isaiah and Jeremiah. Did the chariots of God come, lift them out of the land, and deliver them from slavery? So how is it that all the nation got punished together? Even though there was still some good Israelites. Even though 7,000 men have not bowed to the knee of Baal. But those 7,000 men, they went into captivity. They didn't escape. So we got to understand that religion has got us twisted to think outside of the scriptures. How the sons of God got a good, holy butt whooping, but now all these other nations, he's going to come back and give them a pass. That's a lie. That ain't according to the scriptures. And if you want to really get down and gritty, there's still some Israelites are going to be punished. Right? The 2/3 are going to be destroyed. So how's it the 2/3 of the Israelites are going to be destroyed, but the nation's going to get a pass? Right. There's no way. It don't make no sense.
That's what he kept trying to bring up to me too.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to make talk like as if the Most High had done away with us.
Right.
That's why they're, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we ain't.
That's why you got to take them right to Romans 11 and show them no. Y'all had the word. They've had the word for a long time. I mean, let's go back to the 1500s. Christopher Columbus. Let's go back to the Spaniards, the Spanish Inquisition. They had this Bible, but did they set up righteousness, laws, commandments, the will of the Most High? No, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and they started changing the laws. They broken the everlasting covenant. So they got to be punished too. They don't just get a pass. So, and I'm taking you from that standpoint. See, when you look at it from all these different angles, there's just no way that these nations are going to run from this holy butt whooping that the Lord's going to give them. So, when they go back to Matthew 5, you know, I was just thinking some other scriptures were popping in my head on that point. But let's go back to Matthew 5 and 44 real quick to reiterate that.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 44.
Uh-huh.
But I say unto you, love your enemies.
Mm-hmm.
Bless them that curse you.
Mm-hmm.
Do good to them that hate you.
Yeah, that's of your people. The turn the other cheek wasn't of the nations. David didn't turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? This is how, if there was disgruntled Gentiles and nations that didn't bow, submit, there wasn't no turn the other cheek. That was go to war. Why he didn't turn the other cheek with Goliath? You know what I mean? Yeah, he was the enemy. He didn't. And this doesn't mean you go out there and if a white dude steps on your foot, you go step on their foot. That's not wisdom. What we're saying is that they're not going to get a pass, and that these laws apply to us, and that no, the nations are going to get what's coming to them. Okay, but I don't want y'all to think that means that if somebody backs into you in your car, you back into them. Right. Hey, some brothers think that though. Like, no, I'm gonna go get them. Nah, it doesn't. That's wisdom for everybody. You don't supposed to do that. You know, whether Jew or Gentile, it don't matter. If somebody backs into you, you don't just, oh, you know what? You backed into me. And you back into them, right? Nah, it don't work like that. You got to use your brains and use wisdom in this society. But as for your brother, you have to turn the other cheek. Listen, you know how many brothers and sisters don't want to apply that? You know how many brothers say, oh, that's the righteous brothers. How are they righteous when they're your enemy? Right. Yeah, oh, that only applies to brothers that know the laws. But they're your enemy. Right. It don't matter. They know the laws or not. It's telling you have to do what? You have to forgive them, right? Yeah. So you see, there's brothers that try to get around that with their own people. But no, he's a nigga, he's wicked. Yeah. He's wicked, but he said, forgive your enemies. Right? Yeah, you gotta, you get in these instances with your brothers and sisters, man, where you gotta forgive them, you gotta let things go, and you gotta deal with it the correct way. You don't render evil for evil. As you read up in Matthew, he tells us that. So, I don't want to go all the way into that more in depth because I want to get into this class. So we're just going to get out a few more questions, easy ones. Y'all know Shabbat morning classes, we open it up for questions also before the reading. So you can get, and we just go on in there. There's no time limit. Friday nights, Monday nights, and Wednesday nights is kind of it's our time limits. But Saturday mornings, we don't got a time limit. We go as many as questions you got, we go into. So forgive me if I'm answering them short with the short version. All right, what else we got?
Another question. It says, he was explaining about that a bit. So in Deuteronomy chapter 16 and verse 1, it says, observe the month of Abib.
Right. That's the Passover. The month of Abib is a Passover. Go ahead.
Barley ripening is called Abib.
Barley ripening.
Barley ripening.
Now I would have to look at it. The month of Abib was that's the Passover, late March, early April. That's what that was. I'm not sure where you're trying to go with this barley. If you're talking about the barley festival, that's a different high holy day. The Feast of First Fruits, is that it sounds like you're getting the two intertwined. I could be wrong. But yeah, the month of Abib is the Passover. Late March, early April. Okay, what else we got?
We have another question.
Uh-huh.
It says, if a sister marries a heathen and divorces them, can I marry the sister? Is it lawful?
It's lawful to marry anybody that doesn't have a husband. Unless I'm missing something, and right? That I don't understand what's the question.
I think what it is, you know, the technical, when a man put away his wife.
Right.
Well, no, like you say, because if he put her away.
If he put her away,
he gave her a bit of divorce.
He gave her a bill of divorce.
She had a right to go and marry her.
Yeah, right to go marry. As long as this woman's divorced, yeah, you have a right to go marry that woman or that man, right? You know. Well, let's read it again. I'm just trying to figure if it's deeper than I'm looking at it, or if it's just that easy. Go ahead.
If a sister marries a heathen.
If a sister marries a heathen, it doesn't matter, heathen or not. Go ahead.
And divorces them.
Right.
Can I marry the sister?
Yeah, as long as she is divorced. Adultery, you know, as I know, as we all know, is when a man deals with another man's wife. Right? She's supposed to be separate from that time, from that man. Okay? So that's Israelite or not. Now, we know that Christ said from the beginning it was not so, but for the hardness of your heart, he gave you the bill of divorce. So we got to understand two things working here. You still got the law working, and then you got the understanding of Yahweh Shai working too. So the thing is that, you know, in reality that the Most High didn't want that, but even during this time, there'd be brothers and sisters for the hardness of heart. It'd be best that they what?
Not touch it.
Yeah, separated, divorce, like it says in the law. Give her a bill of divorcement. So, yeah, I mean, even if you want to go to that level.
If the unbelieving depart.
If the exactly, if the unbelieving depart, she departs. She doesn't believe, she's gone. You can't do nothing. We talk about that a lot. We talked about that the other day. Like, you can't make nobody stay with you. Once they're gone, they're gone. And there's no judgment for a person that's marrying a person that is divorced. You know the law of adultery. All right? So, that's it on that one. I mean, if you want us to go over those scriptures I quoted, we can also. But for the most part, I'm thinking, according to your question, you comprehend. Right? Now, she's with a heathen anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's with a heathen anyway. So, I mean, it still counts. Like, you're not going to, heathen or not, you're not going to go commit adultery. You know what I mean? You're not going to commit adultery whether it's a heathen or not. But I'm just saying that let's stick to the commandment. If she divorced, she's divorced. If she's not married, she's free to marry again. Yeah.
That's it, sir.
All right, that's it on that? All right, so like I said, if y'all got more on those questions and you want to bring it back up tomorrow, then we can go over it again. Let's see here. All right, so no more questions, right?
Sir. No more questions.
All right, so, all right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 14. And the reason why I want to go over this topic, man, is because there's Israel has to understand that we go over a lot of spiritual classes and a lot of spiritual healing classes because these things heal the mind. These things heal the spirit. These things heal your thoughts. And a lot of Israel has a lot of spiritual problems. You're going to get the Revelations breakdown. You're going to get the Daniel's breakdown. You're going to get the history breakdown. And y'all, for the most part, you're flooded with all those things over and over again. Deuteronomy breakdown. the history breakdown, the David, Solomon,
Who Christ came for.
yeah, or the basic breakdowns like who Christ came for. You're gonna get those things, but we like to go over these different topics that's gonna battle the everyday battles that you go through. And a lot of these brothers and sisters, this specific topic is a peace of mind that a lot of brothers and sisters ain't at peace in their mind with their life, the things they're going through, the battle. They're not peace in mind serving Christ. You could put it together in your mind and think about how many brothers and sisters in the truth still are confused. How many brothers and sisters in the truth still feel like have anxiety, still have doubts, still have anger, right? Still have resentment for things, and they hold on to these things, man. I keep telling y'all, and I'll tell y'all online, just because you sit in class, just because you listen to class, that doesn't mean the Holy Spirit is on you.
Good. Really study.
Huh?
I really study and live it.
You got to really study and live it, but then it got to work for you. It has to work for you. See? So, and this is off the topic, but go to out of his belly. Let me see. Yeah. This is off the topic. I just want to just throw that on the point I'm making here, and then we're going to go back to 1 Corinthians 14. Because this is what we have to understand, man. It's John 7, and you're going to go to 38.
John, chapter 7 and verse 38.
Uh-huh.
He that believeth on me,
Uh-huh.
as the scripture had said,
Yeah.
out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
Right. So when you talk about this water coming out of you, vomiting out of you, what is that? Read.
But this spake he of the Spirit,
Uh-huh.
which they that believe on him shall receive.
Right, because what should be pouring out of you, out of your mind, out of your spirit, is the word. In your thoughts, in your thought process, in your feelings, in your emotions. And a lot of times Israel have all these problems because the wisdom is not pouring out of their mind and spirit to solve the issues. They're solving the issues according to what they did in the world. And they still have, I'm going to say it, I say it, and I say it, and I say it again. Why are you in the truth and you're not free? How are you in the truth and you still bondage? You're in bondage to these things. To doubts, to anxiety, to anger, to resentment. Right?
God.
How many brothers and sisters? We see it all the time. But the point is that you don't have a peace of mind. You don't know how to receive the peace of the Most High. So go back to 1 Corinthians 14:33. Read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33.
Go ahead.
For God is not the author of confusion.
And that's what y'all brothers, sisters don't really understand. That the Most High is not the author of confusion. Think about it. If you're here, your mind don't supposed to be confused. Right? It don't supposed to be unsure and doubt. Still living in doubt. Still living in unclarity. You understand? I am ever clear. There's no doubts. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might not know all the knowledge, but that ain't got nothing to do with what doubts are coming in. You might not have every breakdown, but you're supposed to know for a fact the truth is the truth. The word of the Most High will set you free, will make you free. Okay? You're supposed to know that. You're supposed to know that the word is the method. I am the way, the truth, the life. See, you see how those eight, not a Revelations breakdown, not a Daniel's breakdown. Straight to the point. I am the way, the truth, the life. Because in your everyday life, Daniel's breakdown in history, yeah, that's going to help you when you bump into people. But how is that going to help you when you wake up daily with anger, unsurety, anxiety, right? Y'all got to think about this, man. And this is the thing that, these are the things that a lot of brothers and sisters don't understand. Why you're not free. Why you're still in bondage. You're still in captivity. God is not the author of confusion. Go ahead.
For God is not the author of confusion.
Right.
But of peace.
He deals with peace. Peace of mind, peace of spirit, peace around you, peace attitude. Now listen, you're still gonna go through trials and tribulations, but if you're going through these trials and tribulations, you are still supposed to be at peace. Well, how is that possible, Kazaki? Just like Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you're supposed to be in the middle of the fire, and what? You can be at peace because you know the Most High is with you. See? But you got people in the truth. Why? Because the living water is not pouring out of them. The word is not pouring into their brain and saying, no, this negative thought, I'm going to cast down the imagination. This negative thought, I'm going to cast down the imagination. And every high thing that come up against the knowledge of the Most High. No, the scriptures say this. Well, I got anger right now. I want to punch her in her face. I want to punch him in his face. Right, anger rests in the bosom of fools. The wrathful man, the Most High, it says, don't be around a wrathful person. And then you go through all these scriptures through your database, not to be like that. Right? Same thing with pride. Same thing with envy. Well, why is this brother? Why he ain't here? Why he ain't doing it? Why I got to do it, but he ain't doing it? You're dealing with envy. Oh, why is this sister here? She's not doing it. She's not doing what we're showing. Where's she at? It doesn't matter, because you know whatsoever you do it wholeheartedly unto the Lord and not to man, knowing you're going to receive your reward for it.
God.
Right? The Most High said not to lust. Right? So I'm not worried about that. See, but you see how the living water is supposed to pop out, punch out, cast down imagination. It's what brothers and sisters, they're like, oh, believe in Satan. Huh? You say something, Satan? Follow me. I'm the devil. Huh? Devil, you there? It says resist the devil. Not pay attention to him.
That's right.
It don't say like, yo, hey, wait a minute, huh? Come back. Well, hold on, I missed that. What did you say? Say, yeah, and that's how Israel be. Instead of saying, no, I'm going to resist the devil, because it's not pouring out rivers of living water. And that's why you're not at peace. God is not the author of confusion. So what you dealing with? You got the truth. The truth is there. But why is it not working for you?
They don't believe.
They don't believe. They're not applying it. They don't study. They don't eat this book. They don't eat this roll. Right? That's why. They doubt. They're double-minded, unsure. They don't want to see the people around them that it's working for. Right?
God.
I keep saying it. Brothers, how did you make it 20-something years in the truth through hurt, pain, loss, losing, battling, fighting, giving up, unsurety? How did you do it? I put my trust in the Most High, no matter what I came into battle with. Whether it was myself, Satan, others, wife, kids, all these things, you got to remember, there's a way to solve it and to bring peace. But do you want the peace that he gives to you? And that's why it don't matter how long you sit in these chairs, how many YouTube videos you put on. It's not going to matter unless it's pouring out of you and you're saying, no, this is the way to do it. You see? Why you hate that brother? Because you're not at peace, man. Why you hate that sister? You're not at peace. You know, people just get up and I hate my job. You're not at peace. Like you forgetting the Most High gave you the job.
Right. Pay your raggedy bills.
Yeah, pay your raggedy bills. But it's like you what? You just hate everything. Oh, I hate life.
Right.
I wake up just hating what? I'm going back to work. You're not at peace. Because the Most High is not guiding your steps. You're not letting Him take the wheel. Right? Go ahead.
As in all churches of the saints.
Yeah, it should be where, bro, I'm at peace. I got the wisdom and knowledge. You got brothers and sisters, man, that's sitting down and sitting amongst us, man, listening to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And guess what? They still in turmoil. It's sad.
Right.
It's sad. And all you can do is show them the way. You can't take them down the way. You can't be like, listen, I get on my back, I'm going to take. No, or you can be like, listen, this is the same thing I'm doing. It's, look, the yellow brick road, right? Come on. Come on down the road. That's it. But Israel, I look at brothers and sisters, man, they be in pain. They be in pain. And it ain't just this body. It's everybody. Every so-called believer. You know what I mean? Yeah. But even in that, even in that, we're gonna touch on it though, because this is go to Psalms 29 and 11. Go to Psalms 29 and 11.
God, Psalm chapter 29 in verse 11.
And the purpose of this class, man, is to show brothers and sisters, man, that you can have peace. You can have peace in the word, in the knowledge, in the work, in the service, in the duty, and following the Most High. But you got to let this word reign in you. Go ahead.
The Lord will give strength unto His people.
Go ahead.
The Lord will bless His people with peace.
Why? But why you don't got peace? Why you at home, you still arguing with your husband? Arguing with your wife? You're still sleeping with doubts within you. Is she cheating? Is she doing wickedness? Why he don't love me? Why this? Right? You be right there next to him, and that's what be in your head, and you be in turmoil. Can't sleep, stay up late, wake up early. Because the Most High is supposed to give you peace.
That's right.
Go to Psalms 37 and 11.
Psalm chapter 37 and verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth.
Right.
And shall have delight. And shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
Right. See, the meek was going to inherit the earth. And guess what? We're going to be at peace. The righteous are going to be the meek, to know that His way is the way. His method. Don't get church on me. The way means the method. Yahweh Shai, the Most High's method is the way. What way? What topic you on? What topic you want to talk about? Trust, love, hatred, doubt, jealousy? Well, the way is in the scriptures on how to deal with it. And that way is supposed to lead you to peace. Peace of what? Peace of mind. Knowing that, you know what? The Most High is going to deal with it. I gotta keep thinking pure. Right? You hear the scriptures say, husbands, be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom. Right? Yeah. That's how you're going to bring peace. You got to know that, okay, the will of the Most High is the will. If she's sneaky, crafty, cunning, deceptive, the Most High, whatever's in darkness is going to come in the light. It's going to bring it out. So, you know what? I don't got to walk around with anxiety. I don't got to check her phone, check her Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If she's a hoe, it's going to be revealed. You see that? Peace. You know, I want to get out of this job. Well, you got to be at peace where you at. Well, what the Most High gave you. And then, you know what He'll do? He'll move you to the next job. See, these ain't the thoughts of our people, man, and that's why the world is in chaos. Israelites are in chaos. See, but we're going to come to this peace of mind. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
The wicked
No, jump to verse 37.
Verse 37.
Uh-huh.
Mark the perfect man.
Mark the what?
The perfect man.
And that's what we got to start moving for, to perfection. As you start moving in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High, and thinking on His laws, commandments, thinking on how to please the Most High. You know what I realize? That a lot of people don't understand that. That when you follow the laws of the Most High, you will be at peace. Because you know what you have to do to first follow the laws of the Most High? You have to think on them before you think on yourself. And then it puts your mind in the right place in order to follow His will first. A lot of people say that, laws, but they don't understand why. A lot of people don't understand why they say that. Because they don't see, well, how is not eating pork? It's not, the laws of the Most High is vast. And you meditating on His laws day and night, if you're meditating on Him, then you're not meditating on madness. So, yeah, you might not be like, don't eat pork, don't eat pork, don't eat pork. That's not what we're saying. What it's saying is that as you got that down, and that's imprinted in your medulla to where it's natural, then the next law will come into place. And you'll be all the way thinking on the fruits of the Spirit. And then now the fruits of the Spirit you'll be thinking on daily. And your mind will be on the law every day. And then you will get the help. What?
And that's what I think about, you probably have it though.
Yeah.
With David.
What?
About just meditate. Because whenever you go through your situations, you have to have the scriptures.
No, let's go there. Where you at? Psalms 119?
Yes, sir.
We can throw that one in there, and we're going to jump back to Psalms 37 and 11. I mean, in 37, 37. You want to jump to where?
Psalm 1 and 2.
No, I think he was talking about Psalms 119, where he says, I meditate. Psalms 119. Did you want to? Were you saying you wanted to add that one, Jeremiah? Psalms 119 and 148. That's what you were talking about, Zion.
119, 148.
Psalms 119 and 48.
Oh, 48 now.
Yeah. Psalms 119.
Psalms chapter 119
Uh-huh.
and verse 48. 148.
No, 48.
48.
Yeah.
Okay, 148.
148 is also too? Go ahead.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 48.
Uh-huh.
My hands also will I lift up unto thy commandments,
Mm-hmm.
which I have loved, and I will meditate in thy statutes.
Yeah. That's what you was bringing up?
Not that one, but yeah, definitely.
Right. Which one were you looking for specifically?
It was, I'll find it again. But just in that.
Psalms 119 and 15, I will meditate in thy precepts and have respect unto thy ways.
God.
You know what I mean?
God.
That's where you, God. Yeah. But, and that's on point. That's on point because nobody is thinking on these things. You're waking up. Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
Because some of them, like you saying, I was watching the class last night, a lot of people just have a lot of precepts, but the reason they don't have the wisdom because they never started applying them. Like Bonaparte was saying,
Yeah.
the precepts are the lessons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you ain't gonna get the lesson until you actually start applying it.
There you go.
And when you start applying it, then you can the wisdom come in and like, okay, I tried it this way, okay, that's one way, but let me try it again and try it. You gonna keep it's gonna be an ongoing thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's not going to happen until you start using it.
Right.
And a lot of people, but how, let me ask you this. Did we think like that before? A lot of us thought, oh, I just got to get fully loaded on the precepts. And Yahweh's in me. It don't work like that. Yahweh's in us as the word comes out of us through our actions. And that's why a lot of people don't comprehend, wow, man, this guy can speak the word, but his actions are jacked up.
And that was me, like, before I came to A.S.B.H.P.K.
Yeah.
Like, I was always good at, you know, like you say, you talk to the people, you give them scriptures, whatnot.
Right.
But then as soon as something happened to me, I was that wrathful man. I was that angry man. It was that instant angry. So I was still being foolish, thinking I was doing it the right way. But when you come in the body, it teaches you how to
perform it.
Right?
Yeah, just like when they was walking with Yahweh Shai. A lot of people don't get that. And that's the thing that, listen, I had to get. As along the way, you know, coming up old school, it was just, you had the precepts. The spiritual part, man, as you grew up, you found out, wait, I gotta have on the attributes of these precepts. And it's not gonna come till we, you know, very good point, we meditate on the precepts. Did you have one more?
No.
Okay.
No.
So jump back to Psalms 37 and 37.
Psalms chapter 37 and verse 37.
Yeah.
Mark the perfect man.
Right.
And behold the upright.
Right.
For the end of that man is peace.
Yeah, you gotta look at certain cats. Like, why is this brother good? Why he's not chaotic in his thoughts? Why is he not savage in his thought process and in his lifestyle? Jumping from house to house, woman to woman. Right? In and out, double dutching.
Right.
Like, why is he not like that? That's what brother's supposed to be asking, man. Well, why is this brother stable, rooted, founded in the word of the Most High? He's at peace. You got a lot of brothers and sisters still fighting. They still fight the change, the path, their duties, their office. That's why when you get with a woman, you get with a man, you can see if they're still fighting their service. You know, you get that woman, it's like everything's a battle, everything's a fight. It's like, think about it. Did we just come to fight? But you know what I started seeing? I said that you're not at peace. This individual doesn't have the peace of the Most High reigning in them because they don't got word in them. They got their form of godliness. Go ahead. Did you finish that one? Okay, so Mark the perfect man. I love that scripture, man. Because his end man was going to be peace. You understand that? All right, so let me see here. Go from there, go to Psalms. Psalms 85 and 10. And that's what these scriptures are about.
Psalms 85 verse 10.
You know, it's for Jeremiah said, for the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. It's you know, yeah, of course you still go through this battle, but I see brothers and sisters really going through drama, man, in their life. It's still sad.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, unnecessary drama. Because you're not in this book. You're not in this way of thinking. You don't understand that to solve your issues and your problems, the Holy Spirit's supposed to be doing that. What's up?
And the reason why I pulled that Psalms, you know, just like you said about how the Bible, the Spirit's supposed to fix your problems.
Right.
I was at the zone one day, and it was a little issue where a brother didn't come in with me. And so I had to go into the zone by myself, deal with that first, then go into the zone. The people next to me, they had a nice little attitude. So I was like, dang, I got this problem on my left side, this problem on my right side. But the first scripture that came to my mind was when David was like, my enemies encamp me.
Right.
But what is like the Most High obviously get me through. I had to read it though.
Right.
I had to read it just to get my mind right and to prepare myself for what I'm about to go through.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you will literally snap. You will literally snap and obviously not move in the spirit that the Most High wants you to move in.
And it be, you know what's crazy? It's something, it sounds religious, but it's something as simple as that. It be that little moment that you can just right then and there, it could throw off your day out of the spirit. You know, it's like I tell my ribs every morning that y'all pray. That, you know, on the way to school, you know, they be moving so fast they can't do it and face the east, you know, but it's like, okay, when y'all get all the kids in the car, y'all set up those prayers. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, that's like, this has got to be the first thing that establishes their mind. You know what I mean? When they walking and moving during the day, because, man, Esau has this set up where it's work for them, live for them, think like them, be like them, talk, walk, dress, act for them. Everything is about them. If you don't put the Most High first, watch. Y'all go see. Let me get through these scriptures, man. Watch. Read that. Psalms 85 and 10.
Mercy and truth are met together.
Go ahead.
Righteousness and peace have kissed each other.
See, listen to the key, though. Y'all got to listen to the keys here. Read it again.
Mercy and truth are met together.
See, mercy and truth meet. Listen to this. Go ahead.
Righteousness.
What?
Righteousness.
What?
Righteousness.
How you gonna get peace?
Righteousness.
Go ahead.
And peace have kissed each other.
See, they kiss each other. It goes right with it. Righteousness and peace. So why are you not at peace? Where's your mind at? Where's your spirit at? Where's your thoughts at? Where's your emotions at? Are they controlling you, the flesh? Or is the Most High, the Spirit, the Word, controlling you? I said it earlier. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4, casting down all imagination and every high thing that lift us up against the will of the Most High. Right? Exalted against the Most High. Was it Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, or another one? Who shall set scourges over my thoughts in the discipline of wisdom? Right? That's what's supposed to be happening. And I'm not going to those because those are my favorite common ones. Was that 23, is it?
I want to say 23 and 37.
No, it's like 23 and 1. I thought it was. Who shall set scourges over my thoughts? I could be wrong, though. I definitely could be wrong. Yeah, no, 23 on down. 1 on down. 23 and 2. Who shall set scourges over my thoughts and the discipline of wisdom over my heart, my mind? That they spare me not of my ignorances, and that it pass not by my sins. That's what's supposed to be happening. This is the only way it's going to happen. The only way you're going to defeat and bring things in your life in order, in righteousness. If God is not the author of confusion but of peace, then I got to start getting the confusion away. A lot of times, well, it's people. No. We're in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. Yeah, it's going to be, I'm not saying sit down with faggots, lesbians, and orgies, and transvestites, and drug dealers. But you're going to be in the midst of crooked people. But you're at peace, right? Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Right? That's what it said. That's what's up?
The word in my mind, what you're saying, is manage.
Uh-huh.
The Most High has given us the tools to manage what we have, or our incidences, or whatever that we come up against, to have peace.
I like that.
Because the manager says to establish.
Right.
So we're going to have to establish our own peace, even though peace is not around us. But it's in the mind, though. It's nasty.
It is. It is, man. So is he. Exactly. But his thoughts got to be meditating on the precepts. Because if he's thinking on some madness, foolishness, some reason why to be angry and resentment, and a reason why you wake up, you let the last day before come in and anger you, and you're like, you get up the next day, you still have those deep. You let your sun go down with the wrath. You wake up with the wrath. Right? You get your cup of coffee, put more wrath in you.
Turned up.
And people don't understand, man, your day, and I be looking at brothers and sisters, I'm like, the Spirit told me yesterday, man, I was like, about this individual, I'm like, you're going to die young, man. You got too much anxiety. You got too much unsurety. You got too much unfocusedness. You know what I mean? It's like your mind, you gotta be one with yourself, man. In the spirit to be, because that brings ulcers.
Right.
Gray hairs. Depression. High blood pressure. Y'all gotta see, man, that you gotta bring all things in accordance. I'll put it like this, like the scripture says, if your eye be single, if your mind is single towards the Most High, then all these things are going to work their way out. And I'm not talking about that fake Jesus love. Whoo, how much am I love? Jesus today, I'm not talking about that fake Jesus, and then really you be like, I hate my life.
10 minutes later.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about real solving, eradicating, through the furnace, purging away those minds. To understand that that's not even, I can't even entertain that. That's what we have to do. Go ahead and read. Where are you at?
This is Psalm chapter 85 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other.
Right. Go to Psalms, Isaiah 45 and 7.
Con.
Yeah, read that.
Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
I form the light
Uh-huh.
and create darkness.
Right.
I make peace
Uh-huh.
and create evil.
Right.
I, the Lord, do all these things.
So if you want to get the peace, who you got to go to?
Right.
You got to go to the Most High. If you want peace, you have to go to the Most High. You have to get, you're not going to get peace. You're not going to get peace no other way.
Right.
He said, I make peace. You understand that? But what's the problem?
Start reverting back to your old
Thoughts, ways, method. Right? Well, go ahead. Let's get it. John, what is it? I keep quoting it, but we might as well get it. What's John 14 and 6?
Yes, sir.
Read that.
John chapter 14 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Yahushua saith unto him,
Go ahead.
I am the way.
You want peace, you got to what? You got to go through the way. You got to go through Yahushua. Read it again.
Yahushua saith unto him,
Uh-huh.
I am the way,
Go ahead.
the truth, and the life.
Right?
No man cometh unto the Father but by me.
You got to go through the way, the method to get peace. You understand that? But why is there no peace? Because they're not going to the Most High. Go to Isaiah 48:22. You're not getting peace because you're not going to the Most High. Go ahead, read that.
Isaiah chapter 48 and verse 22.
Go ahead.
There is no peace, said the Lord,
Uh-huh.
unto the wicked.
Unto the what?
Unto the wicked.
Why you don't got peace? Where's your thoughts at? There's no, just listen, this applies all around. It ain't just to the white man. In America, there's no peace unto the wicked. Why you are not at peace? Where's your thoughts at? Now, how do you know they're not at peace? How do you know they're not at peace? Go to Romans 14 and 1. I'm going to show you. How do we know you're not at peace? How do we know that you're in commotion?
Romans chapter 14 and verse 1.
Read that. Romans 14 and 1. Read that.
Him that is weak in the faith.
They be weak in what?
In the faith.
Read.
Receive ye.
Read.
But not to doubtful disputation.
You know what doubtful disputation is? Disputing. So how do you know someone's not at peace?
They arguing.
Trying to fight.
They're always trying to fight. Why? Because their mind is not processing the way. It's not processing what they're going through. It doesn't know how to put things in life in the right place. And they're not settled where the Most High has them. So what happens? They go to war. They're going crazy with everything around them. They don't know how to, with my husband, with my wife, with my kid. I see it all the time. You got mothers that don't know how to be mothers because they're not at peace on how to deal with their kids. But then they're the type of person that is not at peace at work. They're not at peace when they come home. They're not at peace when they do anything. And then they want to dispute with you about their what? Chaotic mind state. They got a chaotic mind state. You ever get in a conversation with those people that they get in one conversation, you get on one point and they jump to 50 other different points? It's like, bro, stop. Let's stick to one point. And you're like, okay, first you were saying, yeah, but see what I'm saying is, and then, know what I mean? And know what I'm saying? And then, see, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, he didn't say nothing the whole time, but it's all confusion. It's all chaos. Or a sister, like, see, I come here and this ain't done, and then, or see, I'm at work and it's like, that's not the problem. The problem is that you don't know how to look at life and set things in order under Yahweh Shai.
Manage, come.
You know how to manage. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Because they're not pleased with themselves either.
Well, doubtful disputation comes from this. Watch. Let me show you. I'll show you where it comes from. Go read that. Finish that up.
Come.
Uh-huh.
But not to doubtful disputation.
Right.
For one believeth.
Right. So receive this person, but not to doubtful disputation. Right.
Come.
So where does this war come from? And I'm going to switch these up how I got them a little bit. Go to James 4:1. We'll go there and then we'll jump back because I had two other scriptures, but we'll come back to these. The doubtful disputing comes in their mind. They're not at peace with themselves. They're not at peace with nothing around them. Read it, Jeremiah.
James chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
From whence come wars
Uh-huh.
and fighting among you?
Yeah, it's like you want to argue about everything. You get that person? Watch. Hold that. Now let's throw it in there. Hold that, Jeremiah. Go to Ecclesiasticus 28:9 in the Apocrypha. Because it's telling you there's no peace to the wicked. But why I got to dispute with this brother all the time? Or this sister. I'm like, dude, this is not a battle. It's not a rap battle, homie. Read that. Where you at?
Ecclesiastes chapter 28 verse 9.
Go ahead.
A sinful man disquieteth friend.
A what?
Sinful man disquieteth friend.
Read.
And maketh debate among them that be at peace.
Why? I want to make debate with them that be at peace because I'm not at peace. You know what I mean? I'm not at peace with what I'm dealing with. That's why a lot of people, man, what happens when they go online and there's 1,000 different things going on and they're learning 1,000 different things? They don't be at peace. They're like, dang, well, this brother said this brother said this. It's like, man, I'm confused. Right? You got ribs like that. It's like, you go home, you're like, baby, could you do this for me? She just got off the phone with mama, with her girlfriend, with Wendy Williams,
right,
with Oprah, and what happens? She come to you with what?
All that.
Doubtful disputing. Because of things in her, when all she had to do is what?
Go to you.
Wives, obey your husbands. You obeying Oprah, Wendy Williams,
Santa Maria.
Santa Maria, your daddy, your uncle, your closest girlfriend that she been there forever. But that's why you got chaos in your life. I don't. Because I know the way. Then you want to get mad at me because your head is pumped with so much chaos. And I'm looking at you doing this, smiling like, I can help you, but it don't seem like you care to want help. Well, that's not solving my problem. You get them? Like you give them 1,000 methods to fix it,
right?
And they don't want to do it. Well, I don't see how that's going to help. That doesn't see. I don't see what you're saying there. It's like, okay, let's try another thing. Yeah, but I'm not getting it. Because why? Your brain is chaos. Watch. Now read James 4.
James chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
For whence come wars and fighting among you?
Go ahead.
Come they not hence, even of your lust, that war in your members?
Yeah, they come from your desires that's out of the desires of the Most High. It's not on the same path as the desires of the Most High. So you're trying to intertwine these desires, intermingle your will and the will of the Most High. Right? And there's where the confusion comes in. That's where, go to James 1 and 8. Hold that. Hold the James 4 though. We're going to jump over to James, right? 1? James 1 and 8. Read that.
James chapter 1 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Why? Because there's a war in your members. It's like, you know what I mean? My husband telling me, it's like, you get all... I'm not saying names. I got to go with my disclaimer. But we have to use examples. Just like the Bible does. You got a brother and a sister, young, but the sister is listening to the brother's mama, her family, everybody else except her husband. And they want to know, why is there so much chaos? Because you won't listen to the Bible. And I'm sitting here, we're like, brother, sis, you can't do that. But this is why the double-mindedness comes. I'm unsure. So now I got to go dispute with you that be at peace, because my conscience is not stable. I'm not at peace. So I got to go debate with everybody else about what I'm not at peace about. And we're looking at you like, well, it's easy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right. 1, 2, 3. And they're looking at you like, well, it's not that simple. Yeah, it is. The thing is, and you know what's pulling you? It's because I don't want to humble. Like we read earlier, the meek are the ones that's going to be at peace. That's why you get this double-minded individuals, man, and they be the only ones that want to argue all the time. Read it again, James 1 and 8.
James chapter 1 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
Right.
Let the
so he's my bad, cutting you off. He's unstable in all his ways. So go back to James 1. James 4 we were at, right? 4 and 1, read that.
James chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
From whence come wars and fighting among you?
That's where they come. You talk about for whence. You know where they come. They come from your double-mindedness. They come from you not having this peace within you. So you become unstable. You become unsure. You become, you have anxiety. That's a big one with Israel. You're so anxious because why? You want things your way and they're not going your way. Right? That's what this brother and sister. She wants to rule him so much. She wants to control him so much. She's losing her mind doing it. Which, you got something?
Yeah, yes sir.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 2, just on a point of a double mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 2. It says, follow not thy own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
Right.
Because they're jumping back and forth from what the scriptures say and what their mind's telling them. So they're not really humbling themselves down to what the word is telling them to do, rather than everything else that's in their mind, what somebody else says, what the internet says. But verse 3, and say not, who shall control me for my works? And that's what's going on, because nobody wants to give up control. Everybody wants to control their own little space that they think that they have, their rented out body. But in actuality, you have to humble yourself down to the scriptures. That's why you're in anxiety. The Most High, let me finish it. For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
Right.
And that anxiety is the revenge of the pride because you don't want to listen. You don't want to hearken to what the Most High has given you. That's why you're sitting there looking crazy, foolish.
Yeah. No, you hit it right on point. I got to add another one with it. Go to that, I got so many here. Where is that thing? 27 and 11. Ecclesiasticus 27 and 11. But this is just showing, man, that why brothers and sisters don't have peace.
Ecclesiastes chapter 27 and verse 11.
Why don't you have peace within yourself? Because there's a war going on within you, and this war gives you over to this doubt and arguing. This war gives you over to unsurety. This confusion and chaos within you gives you over to your passions and pride. And
Bipolar.
Yeah, bipolar. Yeah. You know, schizos. You get it, man. You get it right in the truth. And it don't be to a low, it be on a low level. And you don't see that brother and sister, they lose it. That's why it says, you know what? A lot of brothers and sisters that come in the truth like that, they go out and be worse. Read that where you're at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 27 and verse 11. The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom. But a fool changeth as the moon.
Yeah, but a fool, he changes as the moon. That's why it says the war is within you, is because you're constantly changing. 1 minute you do believe. We got brothers and sisters that do that all the time. It's like, you get the counsel, you get the wisdom, get the understanding. They see it's right. They see they're listening. They see the change, and the next you know, they fall right back, changing like the moon. Well, I don't know if the counsel's right. It's like, dude, you're off drugs. You're working. Your life has changed. You're not getting shot at. You doing righteousness. But all of a sudden, because it's something you don't like, but because a fool's mind, they're double-minded. They're disputing everything. Why? Because within themselves, they haven't submitted to say, wait a minute, let me keep following the way of the Most High. One more. Go to then we're going to go back to James 4. Go to Ecclesiastes 33. This is one of my favorite ones also. Ecclesiastes 33 verse 5.
Ecclesiastes chapter 33 and verse 5.
Ecclesiastes 33 verse 5. Y'all got it?
Okay.
Go ahead.
The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel.
It's like a what?
A cartwheel.
Go ahead.
And his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree.
Yeah, you back and forth. 1 minute you double dutching. Oh, I believe, I'm in the spirit, man. The Most High is deep, Bach. You're like, brothers be coming with that one, sisters be coming with that. I'd be like, yeah, he is. He's deep.
For how long?
Yeah, that's what it be. It's like, I get the calls. Man, the Most High, I just want to tell you, man, Most High is great. Hallelujah. You hear the holy angels in the background. And they'd be like, what's her name? What's his name? Oh, they're just not sure about it no more. Why? Because you're not at peace. Now, I'm going to say it once again. You're not at peace with what? The method on how to solve your issue. You don't, pick one. Throw one up in there. Doubt. You got so many doubts within yourself because you don't have faith and you don't have patience to go through something, through tribulation or through persecution, and trust in the Lord. So you let doubt overcome you and you become what? Double-minded. You become unsure. You become unstable. And then now you're right back in that double-minded mind, making foolish actions. One more time. Read it for me one more time.
Ecclesiastes chapter 33 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
The heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axle tree.
Right? His thoughts are like a rolling axle tree. And you know what that's saying? That's just saying your double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's all that's saying. Your mind is back and forth. The Most High said you're like a ship in a storm. No peace. chaos. And that's why, let's rewind, the water is supposed to be bursting out of you to get peace. It's going to burst out of your mind to set you in order.
Verse 3.
All right, jump to verse 3.
A man of understanding trusteth in the law.
Right, there you go. Calm. A man of understanding would be what? He would be what? Stable in the commandments, what we were talking about earlier. You would study, so you would be studying and have this wisdom in you, right? That the law, watch, the scriptures say, check it out. That's code, you pulled that one. Go ahead, finish it.
And the law is faithful unto him as an oracle.
Yeah.
And, obviously it says the oracle.
An oracle, go ahead.
It says a person or thing regarded as an infallible authority or guide on something.
Yeah, it's an oracle. It's like the Urim and the Thummim.
God.
It used to lead us. The law is going to lead you. The wisdom will lead you. What?
Psalms 111 and 10.
Let's go there. What you got? And then I got another one added with that. So we're just showing, man, that why a lot of the peace is not there. Why a lot of the double-minded mind state is there. Because you're not letting the law, you're not letting the wisdom, the understanding guide you. You're not stable because you're not trusting in the Most High. What you got? Go ahead and read it.
What was that scripture?
Psalms chapter 111 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
The fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom.
Uh-huh.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
There you go. You know why I liked that one, Jeremiah? Because the clarity comes in, the knowing what you're dealing with things around you, comes in the law. The lack of confusion dissipates when you're in the Word. So that's a good one. That was what?
Psalms 111 and 10.
Psalms 111 and 10. Because I want to throw this one in there. I say throw this one because I'm adding certain ones I didn't have in there. Psalms 111 and 10. Did you finish that? Go ahead.
His praise endureth forever.
His praise endureth forever. So it's just showing you that the law leads you when you put your trust in it. But once again, don't get simple-minded. It's the Bible. It's the Word. It's the wisdom. Go to Proverbs 6 and 23. It's going to show us what it means by what the law is going to do. Proverbs 6 and 23. Read that.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
For the commandment is a lamp.
It's a what?
A lamp.
It's a what?
A lamp.
Go ahead.
And the law is light.
The law is light. Think about it. Holding that lamp up, walking. It's guiding you. Right? But why does not it happen? Watch, finish this. Go ahead.
And reproofs of instruction.
But what?
Reproofs.
Go ahead.
Of instruction.
Reproof. The law is the reproof to keep shining and correct. Oh, wait a minute. Watch out. You're going to get it. There's something there. It's the reproof and instruction. Go ahead.
Or the way of life.
Right. You see that? Because it reproves you to not to know where to go. It reproves you to know you'll be able to see the path you need to stay on. You understand that? This is what the Most High is showing you, man. This is where the peace comes from. Go to Proverbs 4, verse 12.
Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 12.
So we know a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But if you trust in the Most High, where does the peace come from? You following and you being guided by the law. So now I can be at peace because the Most High is going to watch out for me. But who believes that? Who's tried the Most High?
God. See if he's good.
Yeah, a lot of people think like, well, I did it one time, it didn't work. Yeah, first of all, you weren't faithful. Proverbs 4 verse 12.
When thou goest,
Uh-huh.
thy steps shall not be straight.
See?
Straightened.
Why? Because you got the law guiding you. You got the wisdom guiding you. You got the Most High guiding you. You know what straight means, right? And you just walk and you straighten your legs, you're going to fall. Right? So you're going to walk the path with clarity. Not with all this chaotic mind state and double-mindedness and unsurety. And you know, you just don't know what life is. You're just like, you wake up daily sad, a sad puppy.
Right.
There's no peace. That's chaos. Come on, read.
God.
Uh-huh.
And when thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble.
Right?
Take fast hold of instruction.
Uh-huh.
Let her not go.
Right?
Keep her, for she is thy life.
Right. See? And this is what the Most High is saying. But you go ahead, read down though.
God.
Uh-huh.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
Enter not into the path of the wicked.
Go ahead.
And go not in the way of the evil men.
Read.
Avoid it.
Read.
Pass not by it.
Right?
Turn from it.
Why?
And pass away.
Why? Read.
For they sleep not.
Right?
Except they have done mischief.
Right, because now you're getting into the lifestyle of the world.
God.
Where your life is geared towards nothingness and mischief and the thought process chaos. That's what the mischief is. It's like your thought process is the mischief is what? What is mischief? Trouble, right? Like, think about it. You're the truth and you constantly at trouble in your mind. You constantly in trouble in your thoughts. Come on in, Sister Shalom. You understand that? You get a lot of people that are still in their mind at trouble in their thoughts. And this is where it comes from, man. Where we at? Read it again for the sister so she can know where we're at.
This is Proverbs chapter 4 and verse... Start beginning.
No, where you left off at. What verse?
Verse 16.
Go ahead.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Right.
And their sleep is taken away.
That's why the Most High said, don't deal like these wicked men. And their sleep is what?
Taken away.
Yeah, you tossing and turning. Why? Because you got unsurety. Right? You have anxiety. Right? You got to take pills to go to sleep. Now, why? Because the Most High is not your peace. He's not your rest. Go ahead.
Unless they cause some to fall.
Right. Read.
For they eat the bread of wickedness.
Read.
And drink the wine of violence.
Right. Go ahead.
But the path of the just is as the shining light.
Read.
That shineth more and more.
See, this is the point I was trying to get to. That the law is a lamp. You're clear where you're going down with the wisdom of the Most High. So, once again, God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. So then why are you confused? Why are you double-minded? Why are you unsure? Why? There's something wrong there. Most High said, for the wicked, there's no peace. If you're claiming to be a righteous man, then why are you not setting your house in order? You're not a righteous sister. Why is anxiety not leaving? Doubts not leaving? Anger not leaving? Because you're not walking with the laws. You're not walking with this wisdom, which is a lamp, a light, which is going to lead you so you won't keep stumbling. Watch. Read on. Come on.
But the path of the just is as the shining light,
Uh-huh.
that shineth more and more to the perfect day.
Read.
The way of the wicked is as darkness.
Uh-huh.
They know not what they stumble.
I want you to read that again, man.
The way of the wicked is as darkness.
Uh-huh.
They know not at what they stumble.
You got so many brothers and sisters with the Bible and still don't know how to solve their issues.
God.
You got so many brothers and sisters with this knowledge and still don't know how to fix the things around them, the problems in their family, with their husband, with their children. Right? It's like how you got the law of life, the wisdom of the Most High, the wisdom and understanding, but you don't know how to fix these things around you. I'm a God. How you a God when you don't know how to get rid of depression and anger and anxiety and doubts? Y'all see that? So this is the problem. That was what verse?
That was
19?
Con.
Did you finish it?
Yes, sir.
Now jump back. Let's jump back and finish up James 4. Read it from the top.
James chapter 4 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
From whence come wars and fighting among you?
Right?
Come they not hence, even of your lust that war in your members?
You see that? So the war comes from your desires. Your wicked lusts. Now they war in your members, and guess what? The wisdom of the Most High is not leading you no more. You know what's leading you? Your will and your desire as opposed to the Most High's will. Now, you got a battle. You see that? And when that battle comes, you got what? Doubtful disputing, unsurety. We're in James 4. Doubtful disputing, unsurety. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
Ye lust and have not.
Right.
Ye kill.
Right.
And desire to have.
Right. You know what that's showing us? How you in the truth and you're never satisfied.
Right.
You got to think about it. You're, like I said, you can sit in the seats. You can act like you believe in God all you want. But it's only when you use it and it's working for you in your life. You don't supposed to be in that much pain and suffering. You don't supposed to have mental illnesses and sicknesses in the brain like that. Y'all know that, right?
Emotional breakdown.
Yeah, emotional breakdowns where you got to go in a closet and cry. The Bible ain't working for you then. What the heck? The Bible is the healing word. It's supposed to be fixing these issues. But to fix them, you got to have humility. You got to have love and patience to fix these things. All right, go ahead, read.
Ye fight and war.
Uh-huh.
Yet ye have not.
Read.
Because ye ask not.
Because you ask not. You don't pray. You don't go to the Most High. You don't face the east. You barely do that.
You gotta wait for somebody to tell you to face the east.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Hey, let's pray. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. And you forgot about the Most High. Like, oh yeah, I'll get to him in a second. But you know why it's like that? Because you're steadily running from the law of light, the thing that's leading you. That's why we try to get brothers and sisters, get your butt in class. You're always trying to run from the scriptures say that wear out the doorstep. You're trying to run from the doorstep. You're trying to run from everybody that's going to tell you, you're doing that church thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to run from anybody that tell me the truth. Y'all supposed to be running to the light. The scriptures say God is a consuming fire. You're supposed to be running to the Most High. But when you run to him, what happens? It gets hot. You're going through it, and all the impurities and things are peeled off. But the problem is you get closer. You're like, oh, hey, oh, that's a little too much for me. But you're not going to change. You're not going to defeat your battles until you keep running and burning these things off. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Ye adulterers
Uh-huh.
and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Yeah, and then why are you not at peace? Because you more of a friend of the world than of the friend of the Most High. Oh, I'll show you real quick. Go to Jeremiah 6 and 14. Let me show you real quick. You more of a friend of the world than the Most High. You know where you at peace at? When you go to work. When you away from the kids. When you away from the husband. When you away from the wife. When you ain't around brothers, then you at peace. Because when I'm around y'all niggas, man, y'all give me a headache. Whew. That's wrong. You're supposed to be at peace. The more and more you're getting influence. And the scriptures say exhortation. And exhort it. Right? But Israel's like, nah, man. Yeah, I want to stay away from y'all. Read. What you got?
And it's funny funny you said that. And that's why I left the shop today. I was like, man, look, it's slow right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting these, you know, the weird texts. I say, man, look, these spirits just been on me too much. I said, I missed Wednesday, but I caught it late,
right.
And watched the great thing. But I was like, it ain't the same. I said, I've been around this wickedness out there.
Right.
I need to go. I say, I don't care how many people. I need to go get edified. I need to go
spiritual rejuvenation.
Right. You know, because you when you at work, you get drained. You get juiced. You know what I'm saying?
Because iron sharpeneth iron. When you're there, and this is what a lot of sisters don't realize, that you're at work. You know what I mean? And you're constantly in the midst of gossip, hearsay, this, that, your boss, different spirits here, different spirits there. And they don't know that they got to be rejuvenated. You know what I mean? That's what you're saying. Like, you're in the midst of a crooked and perverse generation. The only thing we have is for brothers and sisters to get gas from. Right. You know what I mean? To feed off from, to get a little conversation, knowledge, feed off and spark each other. Psst, pop, 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 pop. Start that fire, right? And but that's a spiritual man. Because everybody ain't thinking like that.
And then the next thing is, like, the devil tried to get me, like, it was all slow. So I said, I was speaking to the Most High in my heart. Cause I learned, you know, when you say it out loud, you know, the enemy hear that too. And they bombard you. But I was just meditating in my heart. I said, you know what? It's no, you know, you used to keep, how the Most High say, don't,
put off from day to day?
No, toil in vain.
Oh, right.
Right, so I was like, man, let me get out of here and just go get this word.
Right.
Then, like, a whole bunch of people just start coming to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no. Like, God, you got it.
Right.
Word, man.
Right. No, that's on point. That's on point because, like I said, a lot of people don't look at it that way. You know, they're not looking at it like the sisters, the brothers is. That's why it says in Hebrews 13, one of our common scriptures, it says, forsake not the assembling of yourself together as some do, but it says, as the day approaches, more and more come together, exhorting and reaching one another. Why? Because you're going to need that strength. Woe to him that's left alone. Yeah, when he falls, who will be there to pick him up? You don't, a lot of brothers and sisters didn't think about it. Let's say if your rib is not in the spirit, she not in the truth. You need brothers. You got to be around. Think about it. You got to be at work. You deal with that madness. Then you got to come home, and your ribs out of order and out of the spirit. You battling that, man. You be that drained if you ain't in the spirit constantly. You got to be as strong as these demons and stronger. Right. You got that, and it takes the study, and it takes you listening to your Bible on the way to work. It's almost like you got to be always in the scriptures. Why? Because every time somebody opens their doggone their mouth, it's some madness and foolishness trying to influence you and weaken your zeal, your light. Right? Yeah. Well, y'all good back there? Everybody good? Okay. Sis, if you have any questions at any time, just raise your hand, all right? All right. Where you hear about us from?
It was like over a year ago. After the 7th, I had saw.
Oh, I remember that. Y'all came in here?
Did I come?
Did y'all come in?
I came in last Friday, I think, or the Friday before last, and then I was able to get out the house.
Okay. All right. Well, if you got any questions, just raise your hand. We'll answer. All right. All right. So, yeah, that's real, man. All right, finish this up. Let's finish this James. No, we're in Jeremiah 6:14, and we're talking about where this comes from and how, you know, that friendship with the world is stronger than the body, right? So read that.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people.
Go ahead.
Slightly.
Right.
Saying, peace. Peace.
And that's the thing that this is how they get in our people's head. They get in our people's mind. America makes you think there's more peace in the world. There's more peace in your job. There's more peace in the things that you're supposed to, you know, that they tell you to live for. More peace in your phone. That's a peace of mind. More peace of World Star Hip Hop or Netflix. And all those things just fill you up with more madness. Right? Yeah. It'd be like you be on autopilot when you sit there and watch a movie. When I sit there and watch a movie now, it's like autopilot. It's like yeah, okay. Right? You know, you get in conversations with people that ain't really feeding you spiritually. You're like, let me get through this. Okay, all right, yeah. Or it's gonna be you teaching them, right? Life, it's like you were saying. The brother was telling you, life ain't the same no more. It's like the food don't taste different no more. Water don't taste different. It tastes different now. Why? Because the truth is what's motivating us, what we're living for. You know what I mean? What we're trying to achieve and be and do. You know? Not saying we're holier than thou, but we're just, we know that there is only one way. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
When there is no peace.
Yeah, they heal the daughter of Israel, man. They heal Israelites. And you become adulterers and adulterers with the world. Because why? You're looking for the peace of the world. And there's no peace in that. Go ahead.
Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
But that's it on that. So jump back to James. Let's finish that up. Let's see if I can get the rest of these out. Go ahead.
James chapter 4 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
Do ye think that the scripture saith in vain?
Mm-hmm.
The spirit that dwelleth in us lusted to envy.
Yeah, it's that old man. It's a battle. It's bringing the battle because it wants you to love the things of the world instead of loving the Most High. So it's trying to get you to look for your solace and peace in the things of the world instead of the Most High. So now you got to battle. Now you got to fight. Go ahead.
James chapter 4 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
But he giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, God resisted the proud.
Right.
But giveth grace unto the humble.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. Giving you grace, getting you through your battles, giving you the things necessary to get through. He giveth grace unto the humble. Go ahead.
Submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh.
So, you want peace, you got to do what?
Submit yourselves, therefore, to Yahweh.
Go ahead.
Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
Go ahead.
Draw nigh to Yahweh.
Right.
And he will draw nigh to you.
Right, and this is what the Most High is showing us, man. You want peace, you gotta draw to the Most High. You gotta resist the devil. You gotta stop listening to what Satan is telling you.
Right.
There's no peace in the world. Only destruction. You understand that?
All right.
And that's what the Most High is trying to show us, man, that soon as we come back to Him, then we're going to get those things we want in our life. You're going to have your children in order, your wife in order. You're going to have your mind in order. What is all this if you don't got a peace of mind with it? Your mind is chaotic and hurtful to yourself. Right? What does anything mean if you ain't, you Stephen Hawkings, you sitting in a chair breathing out a tube? It's nothing. You can have money, you can have riches, you can have all that. But if you don't got peace of mind, you don't got nothing. Now, who gives you that? The Most High. Go to John 14:27. Go to St. John 14:27. So how do we get peace?
John chapter 14, verse 27.
How do we get peace? We know it comes through the Most High. How do we get it? Go ahead.
John chapter 14, verse 27.
Go ahead.
Peace I leave with you.
Go ahead.
My peace I give unto you.
Yeah, the Most High is going to give you His peace, not what you call peace. Right? The real peace. Go ahead.
Not as the world.
Not what?
Not as the world.
Not what?
Not as the world.
Yeah, the world going to tell you there's going to be peace and joy. And, you know what? You got to get out a little more. You know, all those commercials, man, with people that got a depression.
Right.
And they're like, I had depression. And now they look like a zombie, a robot walking around.
Right. Oh, the lady with the smiley face, you see that one?
Yeah, yeah.
Had it stuck in her pocket like, you still look depressed.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
face ain't changed.
That's how it is. Because why? There's no real peace. It's fake.
God.
You get Israelites do that too. That fake smile. The fake zeal. Yeah, I'm here. I'm fighting. Like you hanging out with a thread. You're supposed to be hanging around with a thread, man. You're supposed to be coming you coming at this boldly. You know what I mean? With no fear.
God.
Right?
God.
Boldly.
God.
Not just, you know what I mean? Like, how you doing? Barely making it.
Parched.
That'd be like David, how he told his son Solomon when he was taking the king.
What's that?
Say, stand like a man.
Stand up like a man. Like he told Edris. Stand like a man. Like Job, like he told, the Most High told Job, gird thy loins up like a man. You know, it's supposed to be, how you doing, sister? Just making it another day. You might as well say to me, the Most High ain't doing nothing for me. He ain't strengthening me. He ain't bringing me to life. He ain't done. That's what that weak spirited is, because you're not letting the Most High push you, lift you up, guide you. And a lot of times, it's like you said earlier, and you know, we go over that all the time. I didn't want to go in that direction. But you know what it is that a lot of brothers and sisters just don't want to use the method of the Most High. I don't want to do it that way. And giving up that control is you know, you get those brothers and sisters that still looking through each other's phones. Why? Because you're a child. You don't have no trust. And most of all, you don't have no trust in the Most High. You know what I mean? That the Most High is going to deliver, and every purpose is going to happen. Like, you ain't going to stop that person anyway. Think about it. That's what the Most High showed me. You ain't going to stop nobody. They're going to do what they want. It's about you, how you deal with things. What's up?
Now, I was thinking about the scripture in 1 Corinthians about the wisdom of this world is foolishness to God. Because we like to always go back to what our mind thinks, but the Most High is like, that ain't going to work. That is not going to fix your issue. That's why you're foolish doing that.
To think that method's going to work.
God.
It didn't work in the world. That's why he gave you the truth.
Right.
Right? But you still think it is.
God.
All right, so read it again. John 14:27.
Peace I leave with you.
Right?
My peace, and I give unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Not as the world giveth.
Yeah, not as the world. Stop thinking that everything... Listen, what comes with Yahweh Shai is tribulation, persecution, but we rejoice in it. You still got peace in it. The apostles was laughing they was cast into jail. What?
It's like that saying that trouble don't last always.
Yeah.
That's real.
Trouble don't last always.
Is that a song?
Weeping may what?
Weeping may endure for a night.
Absolutely. There you go. But our people don't think like that. Man, the scripture says it's better to dwell in the house of the morning. Why? Because you happy all the time. You what? You Israelites forget the Most High quick. Yep. So every mind state we gotta, whether we abase or bound, we gotta find peace in it. Whether we abase or bound, we have to find peace in those moments. And that peace comes through Yahweh Shai. That not just the name Yahweh Shai, the method, the service, the duty, the office, the workings of what he did, his example. You know, I fear every time we say Yahweh Shai or the law, people are thinking the word. The word L-A-W. It's all this, everything combined in the knowledge of the Most High that moves, that works. Those are the things that you got to remember. Come on.
God. Let not your heart be troubled.
Right.
Neither let it be afraid.
Yeah, you can't be afraid. You can't be fearful. Go to St. John 16:33.
St. John chapter 16.
Our brother Israelites are too fearful, man.
33.
They don't want to trust. They don't want to prove the Most High. You know, that's why he says in Ecclesiastes 2, he said, whoever put their trust in the Lord and was confounded. You want peace in your life, man, you got to trust something other than your job, other than this system, other than the method that this madness is. But you got to trust in the Most High that He will do, and He will, what He promised will happen. Go ahead.
John chapter 16 and verse 33.
Uh-huh.
These things I have spoken unto you,
Go ahead.
that in me ye might have peace.
Yeah, that's what He's saying. I'm telling you this so you can have peace. But the Israelites, what? No. They'll listen to the so-called white man. Come, peace in America.
Right.
Hands across America. This is where you're going to feel at peace. When you, whether it's a job or a woman or a man or a car, it's like there's no peace in those things. Right? There's no peace in those things. Yeah, you can have those things, but that's not where you're going to find your mind to be at ease. Ease and peace comes from clarity. It comes from clarity. It comes from understanding why things are happening, what reason they're happening for, and guess what? That they cannot be changed.
Right.
You can't change things all the time. I'm not saying some things can be changed, but all the time you can't change things. I learned that. I learned that the hard way. The Most High puts you through things just to see how you're going to live and you're going to react in them. Some things you create is your problems that you made. You can change those things. Because you created those things. You know what I mean? Like, you call your woman a B word, or you call your husband the B word, and you fight each other. You did that. You listen to Satan and you did that. You can change that and fix that. You created that. But there's some things, man, that the Most High just dip you in that you can't change. And once you be dipped, you're going to have to prove to the Most High that you are what? Worthy, faithful, believing, pure-hearted, meek, and humble, and ready to go and ready to believe. Just like Job, he could not change it. He couldn't change it no matter what he did. Why? Because sometimes it don't be nothing you do. It be the will of the Most High proving you. You understand that? Con? Y'all got to see that. What's up?
I was thinking about the scripture, it's in Matthew when it talks about, the things of this world, it fades away.
Yeah.
But it said, like, store things in the kingdom.
Yeah, 6, Matthew 6.
But when it says about store up the things in the kingdom, they say the kingdom within you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you're storing up the things in your mind. You're storing up peace of mind. You're storing up not the worldly things.
Yeah.
No, it's literally how to deal with your problems in your mind. How to control, how to elevate others, but it all deals with your mind.
We said it earlier, and we'll say it again. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4.
Yeah, 6.
And Ecclesiasticus 23. He said, there's a lot more, but those are the ones to start out with. Casting down all imagination and every high thing that comes up against the Most High. Who shall set scourges over my thoughts in the discipline of wisdom? And when you read that 23 all the way down, Ecclesiasticus, it shows you, man, that the Most High, He's going to set your mind, but you got to make the law the way, the wisdom, the knowledge, the word the way. All right, let's finish it up, because I'd rather end early than not finish. Go ahead.
John chapter 17 and verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
But
16 and 33, right?
16 and verse 33.
Uh-huh.
In the world ye have tribulation.
Uh-huh.
But be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
Yeah, you hear what he says? In the world you got tribulation. But wait a minute. They have Hills, the daughter of my people, slightly saying, peace, peace. The world, so they call good evil and evil good. So y'all have to see that the world is tribulation. The matrix, you've been deceived. There's no peace out here.
Yeah, it's like you get out the matrix to go back into the matrix.
Yeah, but live awake. And the thing is that That's our battle. That's the condition we got to fight till Yahweh Shai gets back. There's no escaping that. All right, go ahead, finish.
I have overcome, I suck it, but be of good cheer.
Mm-hmm.
I have overcome the world.
Mm-hmm. Y'all see that? See, if he did it, then we're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to overcome the world. We're going to be able to overcome the things that are set before us if we do like Yahweh Shai. While he was crying on that mount, tears of blood, what did he say?
Father, you take this from me?
He said, nevertheless, let thy will be done. And that's what these instances are about. You know, Yahweh Shai was at peace when he was on that cross at the end because he understood thy will be done. We're going to be at peace in the moments of these battles, in doubts, in angers, in losing, when we can come back and say, you know what? I'm tripping. Yahweh, nevertheless, let thy will be done. You know, I'm not going to escape this. I got to go through it. Let me understand you got me here. Let me apply long suffering and faith, and I'll get through this. What?
You know, I was hitting my root about that yesterday.
Right.
Just about, you know, we're making that move to pick up your son, right?
Uh-huh.
But she was out here doing something else at Walmart, doing some things I told her to do.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that, you know, all right, now you got to stop that and go over here.
Right.
Oh, can you find somebody? No, we're not going to find nobody else. Why? Because if you think about
It'd be the simplest things that bring turmoil to a person's mind. It'd be the most simple. You got to think about it. That's a perfect example why people don't got peace. Because it'd be something small. And it'd be like, is it really that complicated?
It just makes them feel uncomfortable.
There you go.
But that's what the Most High wants us to be in. He
Right.
wants us to be uncomfortable. But so
Right.
when you think about it, it's like, yeah, I could hit somebody up, but I'm like, nah, you finna go through this because
Right.
the Most High sees that. The
Right.
Most High sees how you're putting in.
How you're making it too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how you're in your mind you're suffering.
Right.
But the thing about it is, this is how you have to get through this to your mind and understand that you have to give up control and just do.
Right.
Because it's gonna happen every day. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
Every coincidence, but you got to think about it. Is this from the Most High? How is the Most High going to see this? Nah, you were put in that position to do that.
Right.
Even though you had all these other things, just like Job. Job had that situation that happened to him that he had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no damn. Well, can somebody else go through it? No,
Yeah.
that's your. You got to go through that.
Yeah. That's real. Go to Matthew 11:28. You're gonna read down to verse 30. Trying to see what else I got here. I want to get through these.
Matthew chapter 11 and verse 28.
Go ahead.
Everybody got it? God. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden.
Go ahead.
And I will give you rest.
Right.
Take my yoke upon you.
Right.
And learn of me.
Right.
For I am meek and lowly in heart.
Right. You want rest? You want peace? You want a peace of mind? Then put on his mind. Put on his thoughts. Put on his method. That's it. Are you want labor, you're working hard, you're heavy laden. He's going to give us peace and rest. Go ahead.
And ye shall find rest unto your souls.
Go ahead.
For my yoke is easy.
Right.
And my burden is light.
Right. That's 30?
Yes, sir.
That's what he's saying. My yoke is easy. My burden is light. Go to Colossians 3:12. What's up, Zion?
But I like that, but that's if you submit to his will.
Right.
And because you think about it, it's like, well, Dan, let me just do that. Because the Most High knows what we need. He knows what we want.
Mm-hmm.
But it may not be in accordance to what time you want it and when exactly. But it's like you said, are you that labor, that put in this work?
Right.
The Most High got us when we need to get a little nap time.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what? You're going to have that day off. When you know you needed it.
Right. But it be small things like that too. It be small things that you might not think that it's important, but it be something that can put this individual, like you just said, a ride. You can throw their whole mind state off with the little tribulation. The Most High don't have to put you through walking on rocks on fire.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't got to be nothing. It can be a light bill. You can cats want to cut their wrists.
Right.
I don't know where I'm gonna get this money from. I gotta go sell this dime back. How many are people like that? Like, it be their light bill, and they swear the world is ending. Like, oh man, I gotta go shoot this guy in the face to get this Pampers. I hate when Judah talks like that. Niggas in the hood, I hate that. Like, I gotta go feed these babies. Like, nigga, Negro, Walmart, the 99-cent store, you can get baby food for cheap. You don't gotta shoot somebody in the mouth. But that's what they because they've been stripped of faith. Because they put their trust in the world. And the white man in America told them peace, peace, peace. And then they walk out there, get hit upside the head and thinking like, you know what I mean? This is the peace I got to live in. Not understanding there's another peace. The peace of the Most High. Where he holds you, comforts you, squeezes you ever so tightly and gently. And he takes care of you.
Peace of rest.
Yeah, you get rest. You peace of mind, man. Right? But Israel, man, they be like, nah, man, y'all niggas is tripping. I gotta get this money. Go ahead. Colossians 3 and 12.
Colossians chapter 3 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
Put on therefore, as the elect of God.
Right?
Holy.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's how we get the peace. Putting on as the elect. We gotta be pure. Go ahead.
Holy. And beloved.
Read.
Bowels of mercy.
Read.
Kindness.
Read.
Humbleness.
That's what you're supposed to be doing, man. You want to be at peace, man? Put on the things of the Spirit. This is what's going to bring peace to you. Because all these attributes are going to last longer than any carnal thing. Because what you did to fight to become that.
God.
Mercy, holy, kindness. Go ahead.
Humbleness of mind.
What?
Humbleness of mind.
Yeah, they don't want to humble. They don't want to have that humble mind. Right? Especially a lot of Israelites that come in, well, is that going to humble me? Yes. 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 We know how to humble you. We know what the Most High is going to do to bring a humble mind out of you. It be the smallest things, though. It don't be like, brother, yeah, you going to be humble, bend over. It's like, no, it be like, listen, go do this. Well, why? It's like, bruh, it's the work. Let's go. Like, what is it? What? It's like, if it's not so much a problem, why is it a problem? Because it be the smallest thing that can do what? Humble a man. Humble a woman. You be like, babe, go do this, go do that. You know what I mean? It be like, was that an order? No, it was a command. Go do what I asked you to do. Right? So why are you talking to me like that? You used to be so kind and sweet. I am still kind and sweet, but I'm directing you to get something done. Is that not kind and sweet? Is that wrong? All right, how about this? Baby, could you go do this for me? Still, though, am I like your slave? How are you my wife and asking me if you're my slave? The word wife already meant that you're mine, just like I'm yours, and you're supposed to be doing for me. But I'm just walking you through the mind state that the turmoil comes in, and it's like they don't be at peace. That was actual, not my conversation, but another conversation with another. You know what I mean? Because that's how they think. It's like they think like the world, and it's like if when I'm in the order and discipline and direction of the Most High, as a woman, I'm less than a man. No, how does that make sense? You're the best woman you can be when you're in the spirit of the Most High. When you're doing the will of the Most High. You're the best man you can be when we do the will of the Most High. But we don't think like that, and that's why there's no peace. You come in the truth, and you're fighting. You're fighting against the method. Come on.
Meekness and long suffering.
Read.
Forbearing one another.
Right. This is what we're dealing with, but that will humble you. Go ahead.
And forgiving one another.
Read.
If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you,
right,
so also do ye.
Read.
And above all these things, put on charity.
Yeah, that's the things that are going to bring, watch, let me not jump ahead. Go ahead.
Which is the bond of perfectness.
Read.
And let the peace of God rule.
How? What peace? Well, let's reiterate. The peace of forbearing one another. The peace of kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering. That's the peace that's ruling in us.
Come.
That I'm doing the will of the Most High. And He's happy with that. That's the peace. Go ahead.
And let the peace of God rule in your hearts. To the which also ye are also called in one body.
See? We're called for that. In one body. Go ahead.
And ye be thankful.
And ye be what?
Thankful.
And ye be what?
Thankful.
That the Most High called you to have bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long-suffering, forbearing one another, forgiving one another. Right?
Come.
Which is the bond of perfectness. Perfect. To be perfect. Right?
Come.
That's what we're supposed to be happy in. Go ahead.
Let the word of Christ dwell in Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom.
Read.
Teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns.
That's the peace. Go ahead.
And spiritual songs.
Read.
Singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord.
Read.
And whatsoever ye do in the word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahweh.
That's the peace. You want to know why you ain't got no peace in your life? Because your life, you trying to still work like Americans. Americanos. You trying to work like Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, and Dominicans, and Mexicanos, instead of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar. That's what you're supposed to be working like. Hebrew Israelites. But that's what it is. This is the method. Go ahead.
And do all things in the name of the Lord Yahweh, giving thanks to God and to the Father by Him.
That's what's going to bring you peace. A higher calling, a higher purpose. Not you waking up every day going to work. Not you dealing with your little functionings in your life. Go to Philippians 4 and 6. Philippians 4 verse 6. Get down to the wire. I got a few more. Come on. Philippians 4 and 6 to 9, and then Proverbs 3.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
Be careful for nothing.
Right.
But in everything, by prayer and supplication.
Right.
With thanksgiving.
Right. You see that now? Now, I like reading this one in here in the annotated because it's really good. That's, what is it? Philippians, right? Check this out, because this is going to give you that peace of mind. It's just worded a little bitty different here. My Bible, I got to get a new one of these. It's annotated. This boy, my rib just ordered me another one. Ew, I'm waiting for it. 4 and 6, it says here, check it out. Do not worry about anything. You see that? You see where the peace comes in? Where you stop worrying about every damn thing. So read it again. From the top.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6.
Uh-huh.
Be careful for nothing.
So what he's saying is that don't worry about nothing. You understand? Go ahead.
But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving.
Right. But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Go ahead.
Let your request be made known unto Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And the peace of Yahweh, which passeth all understanding.
That's when the peace comes. When you understand, I don't have to worry about nothing. You want peace? Stop there worrying so much and thinking you control everything in your life. Understand that you control the negative, you do. The positive, you do. You know what I mean? Like if you want to go get a gun and go shoot somebody, you control that. But there's certain things you can't control, so don't worry about that. And be in the spirit when you go through it, through supplication, thanksgiving, letting your request be known. If you get in the middle of something, understand, Yahweh, please, Lord, deliver me from this. But nevertheless, let thy will be done. I know what I got to go through for you. Read 7 again.
Philippians chapter 4 verse 7. And the peace of Yahweh, which passeth all understanding,
Right?
shall keep your hearts and mind through Hamashiach Yahushua.
Y'all listening? That mind state will keep your mind from then popping off your brain and losing it. You snapping, going crazy, and oh, I can't do this no more. I can't. I'm just sick and tired of this. Every day, the rigmarole, the brothers, the sisters, the work, the job, pow. I don't want to live this life no more. Or if you don't pow, you what? Give me a beer, give me a pill, give me this, give me that.
Right.
You need purpose. The white man gave you his purpose. The Most High is taking that away and showing you the real purpose of living. In this kingdom, this is our battle. And unless you know how to control and give yourself to the Most High, you're going to be in pain and suffering. You're going to be under Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Cursings and vexation and toil. I shall be evil towards her husband. His eyes shall be evil towards her. Kids, chaos, hurt, pain, broke, suffering, stench, burning. All pain. That's Deuteronomy. But with Yahushua HaMashiach, now you can be at peace. Because you know you got purpose. And this purpose is for something. You know what I mean? Any minute you can get fired from your job. Right? You know that. Any minute the stocks can fall, the economy can crumble, and the corporation could go out of business and they say, well, sorry about that, Tyrone, but we can't pay you today. We're filing for bankruptcy. Any moment. We have to let you go.
Sorry.
Right? Sorry. But you know that through all that, if you got the spirit of the Most High is going to pull you through it. You're not going to do the white man panic and lose it and jump out the window. Right. I never understood that.
Ride your lawnmower to the
what are you jumping out the window for? Where I can't provide for my family. How are you jumping out the window helping more? I don't understand.
You know, they bill for their insurance policy.
Right, they might do it.
The company get paid out.
Yeah, it's like, so you're going to help your family by killing yourself. No, you're a coward. You're a coward. You're not ready to go through this life and stand up like the black man through rape, robbery, murder, pillaging, slavery, chicken, crack, and coke.
Right.
You understand? You're not ready to do it how our people been doing it and still have to what? Wake up the next day and keep fighting. But now even us, we got to come back and give right to the Most High. Give our spirit. Come on, jump to, you're going to read down to verse 9.
Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just,
right,
lovely,
right,
whatsoever things are of good report,
right,
if there be any virtue,
right,
and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Go ahead.
Those things which ye have both learned and received and heard and see in me, do, and the Most High of peace shall be with you.
There it is. Go from there. Go to skip that Proverbs. Go to 2 Maccabees 1, verse 1. 2 Maccabees 1 and 1.
God. 2 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
The brethren, the Jews that be at Jerusalem,
go ahead,
and the land of Judea, wish unto the brethren, the Jews that are thereout, Egypt, health and peace.
Go ahead.
God be gracious unto you.
Go ahead.
And remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his faithful servant.
This is what keeps us motivated. Go ahead.
And give you all in heart to serve him.
Listen, this is what this is about. That the Most High give you a heart to serve him. Stop thinking of this about you and your little petty life. Go ahead.
And to do his will with a good courage.
And we're supposed to be willing to do what?
Do his will with a good courage.
With what?
A good courage.
We're supposed supposed to be doing His will with a good courage. Go ahead.
And a willing mind.
And a what?
Willing mind.
Courage and willing. Go ahead.
And open your hearts in His law.
Go ahead.
And commandments.
Go ahead.
And send you peace.
That's when He's going to send you peace. When you in the law, when you in the commandments, when you have courage to do His will. That's when the peace is going to come. No other way. It's not going to come through this world, man. It's not going to come through your method, or your mama told you, your daddy told you. It's going to come through these laws, statutes, commandments, righteousness, gaining these attributes, fighting and toiling. Go ahead.
Verse 4 and verse 5. And hear your prayers, and be at one with you, and never forsake you in time of trouble.
Right. So y'all see that, right?
Time.
Go from there. Go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 18.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 18.
Right.
The fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom.
That's what it's about. Coming back to the fear of the Lord. You know what? I know you're like, well, that's simple. Yeah, fear the Most High. Nah, but you fear what all the other scriptures added. With all the method, the service, the duty, the office. Fear the Most High. Go ahead.
Making peace and perfect health to flourish.
Right. That's what's going to... The wisdom of the Most High and the fear makes peace. The wisdom of the Most High and the fear makes peace. That's what's going to give you peace. Why? Because now when you make moves, you're going to do them according to the knowledge of the scriptures. Go ahead.
Come on. Both which are the gifts of God.
Uh-huh.
And it enlarges their rejoicing that love Him.
Yeah. He's going to enlarge you. All those things you're crying for, you asking for. The most important is peace. But if you follow Him, you follow His wisdom. One last one. Romans 14 and 17. Romans 14 and 17. I wanted to get them out, so go ahead.
Romans chapter 14 and verse 17.
Yeah.
For the kingdom of God is not meat and drink.
Right.
But righteousness.
But what?
But righteousness.
That's what our kingdom is going to be about. For the kingdom of the Most High is not meat and drink. You got to think about it. You eating and drinking now. You think that's what the kingdom's about? It's just about we going to eat, we get to sit there and party. Hell nah. You know what the kingdom of the Most High is about? Righteousness and what?
And peace.
And what?
And peace.
And what?
And peace.
That's what we're fighting for. Righteousness and peace. Peace of mind. You're not having to walk out in these streets, having to worry to get killed, murdered. Peace of mind waking up knowing your child has Pampers. Peace of mind knowing that you don't have to do drugs to make it to the next day. Drink yourself into oblivion. You know, peace of mind, you don't have to be envious and hateful to your people. Peace of mind that you know your wife is not going to commit adultery on you. Your husband's not going to beat you and burn cigarettes on the back of your forehead. You got peace. We're not going to have that no more. I don't know if you got a back of your forehead, but hey, that's a big forehead. Go ahead.
And joy in the Holy Ghost.
Uh-huh.
For he that is in these things serveth Christ.
He what?
He that is in these things
Yeah.
serveth Christ.
See, righteousness and peace, when you're in that mind state, then you're going to serve Christ. You know why a lot of brothers and sisters ain't serving? You have yet still to start to serve Christ because you ain't putting on the righteousness and you're not at peace with your duty. You can be sitting here all you want. But when did you start really serving the Most High? When? You've been at war the whole dang time. Right. With everything you needed to do, you've been at war. When do you actually start serving the Most High? When you understand that I got to serve Him righteousness and be at peace with what my office, service, duty is. Serving the ministry, the Most High. Go ahead.
For he that is in these things serveth Christ
Uh-huh.
is acceptable to God
Go ahead.
and approved of men.
Go ahead.
Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace,
Go ahead.
and things wherewith one may edify another.
See, going back to charity. But none of that's going to happen if you don't have that righteousness, if you don't have that law, and that peace of mind to do your job. Y'all got that? Okay, all right. God finished. I wanted to get them out. I was just trying to jump straight to the point on those. I didn't want to cut that off. Anybody got any questions on that? Christian, anything?
No.
Jeremiah? Zion, I'm sorry.
Oh, you good.
Sis, you got anything? Alright, we got a slim crew tonight because sisters are doing garments. We got a fair event going on, the mall. So we got a lot of things going on. So but I still wanted to get that class out. Alright? Does anybody have any questions online? You was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where you said the sisters are doing garments?
Yeah. The sisters right now are doing preparing for the Passover. So they gotta, they're doing all the garments for all the brothers and the brothers in the school. Yeah. But you just listen, sis. You know you can always link up with the sisters, but we want you to get class. You know what I mean? We don't want to just throw you in stuff like that. You know.
I was just wondering, like, okay, they are.
Oh yeah, they're here. Yeah, we got. Yeah. There's a lot of sisters. They just busy right now. Yeah, they're all at the house. Just they got a lot of stuff. We got a few more days to the Passover. It's gonna creep up quick,
Next Monday.
and they're doing a lot of garments. You know what I mean? New brothers' garments, old brothers' garments. So that's why you don't see sisters here. I just want you to think those are just a bunch of hairy men up in here. You still got some sisters.
Kids,
Yeah.
babies.
Yeah. So anything online? None? Alright, I'm gonna give them a few seconds. See if y'all got anything online, and if anybody has anything, you can hit us up. If not, we're gonna go ahead and conclude class. You know we'll be here in the morning for Shabbat morning class at 10 a.m. to 2. Alright, I'm gonna say it again for you brothers and sisters on there that missed it, that we are having the Passover. It's on April 1st. If you're in Houston, in the local area, if you want to come join us, it's at Sterling Banquet Hall, 5475A, West Sam Houston Parkway, North Houston, Texas 77042. All right, and that's got to be on the 1st. We're going to announce the time as it gets closer. All right. So, nobody had anything on there, Zion?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Let's salute them, say shalom, and then we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Shalom.
We'll see y'all in the morning. All right. You can go ahead. When that catches up, we close that. Yeah.